Okay, so I will make a frame in Slovenian, and then when we will speak, we'll switch from one language to another. Tako je s temi jeziki. Ne? Jaz sem imel zadnjič intervju za neko italijansko art revijo. Smo ga naredili v angleščini, seveda, jaz žal ne govorim italijansko, in pa so me prevedli v italijanščino, sem se bral, sem tako lepo zvenel, da sem bil čisto navdušen od same, kako lepo sem zvenel v italijanščini. Glejte, okvir je pa takšen, ne? V začetku leta so me povabili za kuratorja. Jaz kurator nisem, tega nisem še nikoli počel. Eni ste to že slišali, ampak jaz to ne počel. In mi je bilo zelo všeč to, da sem v tej vlogi. Rekel sem si pa, da ne bom kurator v takem smislu, ker ne znam biti kurator. Če še nikdar nisi nečesa počel, pa tega ne znaš. Ne? Sem rekel, bom parakurator. Parakurator prihaja iz, gledajte, paravojaške enote, recimo. Ne? Paravojaške enote si lahko zmeraj privoščijo zelo veliko več kot pa redna vojska. Redna vojska je zavezana nekim pravilom vojskovanja, nekemu mednarodnemu pravu, recimo, ne? In je omejena v svojih dejanjih. Medtem ko paravojaške enote lahko pa počnejo, kar hočejo. Ne? In to tudi počnejo, seveda. Ne? Spomnimo se vseh vojn, ki so bile na Balkanu, ki so na Bližnjem vzhodu, ki so ne vem kje. Skratka, paravojaške enote so ena kaotična organizacija, ki lahko dela, kar hoče, to tudi počne, in v tem smislu, v tem kontekstu sem se jaz varnega počutil. Aha, če sem pa jaz parakurator, pa nimam nobene odgovornosti, ne rabim upoštevati nobenih pravil, ki veljajo za kuratorje in tako naprej. Okay. Ko sem povabil umetnike, sem jih povabil res tako z veseljem, z ljubeznijo, in sem rekel, pridite prosim sem, naredite nekaj, kar ni umetnost, povejte mi, pokažite mi, kakšen je rok umetnosti, kako izgleda druga stran, a je mogoče druga stran umetnosti temna stran, a je svetla stran življenja, ne? Saj poznate tisto iz Star Wars, ki je že, a je tam the dark side, a je bright side of life, to je pa iz unih Monty Pythonov in tako, ne? Umetniki so bili zelo, kako bi rekel, veseli, širokogrudno so dali svoja dela, jaz sem jih tudi zelo spodbujal pri tem, in to bi nekako bil mogoče ta okvir. Zdaj smo se pa tukaj znašli in imamo 3 prizorišča, na katerih so umetniška dela. And now we can switch and we can go one by one, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I say also something as I see the thing. With the whole curator, I had the impression that you were talking about the idea of curating. And because my project normally is curating YouTube, and I was also thinking about curating because I'm an art historian from my educational side here, and I thought curating is taking care of art and artists and of heritage, somehow also build up, set up an identity. But now it becomes more and more inflationate. So the word, we curate our playlists, our friends nowadays too, so in a social level. And I think it's also the other curators are now more or less para-curators because they lost their institutional context. There are not really anymore these kind of fixed curator positions, or they are in the move of change. And so everyone from us is now curating all these informations we get every day and so on. And in the same sense, for me, it was always interesting, like now, in the same sense, the term curator is in question. For me, was also always in question, what is art? Why we do art? Why is it necessary? And I was always interested on the people they ask this same question. And so I saw this in Igor too, and he did it in special for me in the last years, more and more, since the expansion and special. We're dealing with this question, what is art and why is it necessary and what we can do. So he deleted everything, what he done with, and now comes up with non-art, somehow. And I'm really thankful to be here and take part with my GallerySurfing project, what is also thinking about art. So that means I visit with people, they do art, or they claim that they do art, or they do a gallery, or they curate, or and I ask them why they do it, and how they do it, and yeah, then we go through it, and we talk about this. This is a format. So, and this was somehow my framing, and now I'm here, and I would like to go through a lot of pieces, but I think we can't do any piece. That would take too long, but as curators we are free to choose, like we want. Or?
Yeah, we are very free to choose. Of course, that's normal. So that's why we start with one work.
And we sit in front of this work, and this is for me a nice example from a work, because it's, you mentioned it, that it's hard for artists to participate in an exhibition of non-art doing non-art, because they are aware of that in this situation everything can become art. And they are still artists, and they know, yeah, everything what I do will be art because I'm an artist, so it's really hard to do not art. And this piece for me, what is the name? I forgot.
Make your own music box kit.
Make your own music box kit from Seidel. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's referring, I think, also to an old piece of a classic piece of art, which is asking what is art or not art. It's referring to the piece from Cage, I think, for 33, in which he...
4 minutes 33 seconds, huh?
Yeah, 4 minutes 30 seconds, 33 seconds?
33 seconds,
Yeah.
4 minuten 33 da se od Cagea.
Where he does nothing. So, and I think he asked himself the question, what is music and what is noise?
Yeah.
And Hans Seidel is using now this same method. He is making art in the context of art without doing art. This is how I understand it. And it's a central piece for me. But what do you think? What would you think? So I talk now.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Of course. And also the video is wonderful. It's really well made and so precise for nothing, right? For basically nothing, for silence. We have headphones here as well, but
I tried.
what you hear is actually silence and a little bit of the machine, how it's rolling, and that's basically it. Right? More you can not hear. But of course you can make your own holes. You can punch holes, lahko vzamete luknjač, ne, in naredite skozi luknjice tistega traku, ne, and then it will play something, ne, bo igralo karkoli, boste pač skozi zavrteli, ne, to je taka glasbena skrinjica, this music box is made like this. Ne.
Yeah, but then you see how we are trained. No one will do a hole in an art piece.
Yeah, of course, because
Also,
we don't
if it
want to
is-
touch the art.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's dangerous.
Also, if it is depict non-art.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
everyone respects these things as art now.
Yeah.
This is,
Here we have Mindaugas Gapsevicius project. Mindaugas Gapsevicius is a Lithuanian artist. Is Leegte. The title of the work is nič cela 3, nič 4, bla 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 bla. Živi v Nemčiji trenutno, no, v Berlinu. Here we have 3 computers. They are connected on the internet. And they communicate with each other, right? So they are in a network. They use a special network which is called FreeNet in darknet mode. Darknet, to mean internet, darknet is a very special kind of internet, underground. Darknet is used by criminals, drug dealers, weapon dealers, so that they can trade online, worldwide, but not to be traced by the government. Tako da jih nobena agencija ne ujame. But 2 months ago there was a huge event because they... Ja, je ameriška policija v sodelovanju z evropsko policijo, they actually killed one version of darknet, so naredili res racijo, so ga našli, ne vem kaj vse živo. Okay, so these 3 computers, they use these very same protocols. Oni se med sabo pogovarjajo in nekaj sporoči drugemu in se, kako se temu reče, mehurček premakne, pa tretjemu, pa četrtemu. So what we see actually is the criminal is the same protocol, je isti računalniški protokol as it is used by criminals. To tako zgleda, gledajte, internet obstaja na nekem zgornjem nivoju, to je recimo Google, do njega imamo vsi dostop, we can all Google things, so this is this upper level, this kind of open stuff. Google pa nima dostopa do temnega interneta, do podzemlja, ne? Underground exists in every structure. You have like legal things and you have underground. No? Darknet je recimo tak underground, kjer se dogajajo grozljive reči, lahko kupiš kakšen del telesa za jetra, kaj rabiš, ali kupiš kakšno orožje, ali kupiš drogo, ali kaj vem, več takega. Ne? But this is organized crime. Okay. But it looks the same as on Facebook. Imamo posamezne osebe, and then these persons, they communicate on internet. And that's it. In tukaj se zgodi seveda isto, no? Približno, ja? Okay? Would you like to add something to this?
Yeah,
this is a very fragile project. It's very...
I would add that that for me interesting is maybe that the art here you can't see, because you see here only the interface, and it's a classical interface to visualize networks.
It's actually very boring here, tako dolgočasen, malo grd, ne?
Every node is a dot, and then it's connected through a line on a circle. And yeah, this is a client and nothing else. But the concept behind is the interesting thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to tell. Go to the website, read about the concept, but that leads again back to what is art. Is it a concept? Is it necessary that we see it? Is the interface now the art? Or is this what happens, the art? Is it really necessary that something is happening really there, or we have only the interface and the surface? What makes this for a difference, and so on? These are interesting questions. They come with this piece.
And you know what I said? You remember when I was thinking? I said that basically the most radical art piece an artist can do today is actually the one he or she does not do. But this is an active position, to je aktivna pozicija, to ni puna hipijska pozicija, ki se doma ležiš na kavču in si velik umetnik, ne. To je aktivna pozicija, you actively don't do art. That's not easy, right?
Yeah, that means you have to refuse.
Yeah.
They come this offer,
Yeah.
please come
Pride
to
ponudba, ti moraš pa
Paris, do
zavrniti
this
to, ne?
nice art piece, and then you think, no.
Ne boste me pripričali, da bom delal umetnosti. Pa če me še tako tepete. Ne? Skratka, to ni enostavno.
Yeah, but who can afford it? Only an artist.
Ja. Ne? Kdo si lahko prvošči to, da reče, ne bom delal svojega dela, samo umetnik. Zato ker, tako smo, as Peter said before, ne? This was also one thing that we put in a concept. Why we, as artists, curators, you know, the whole system that supports art, and that starts not with an artist, but with, I don't know what. And so you have the whole chain, cela verigo imate, ne? Umetnik, producent, galerist, novinar, kritik, publikast, cela ta veriga. Zakaj bi mi bili tisti, ki bi morali umetnost producirati za umetnike, za obiskovalce, če pa lahko to vsak? Ker se reče, bring your own art. B-Y-O-A, B-Y-O-A. Prinesite svojo umetnost. V Berlinu so bili zelo popularni partiji Bring Your Own Beamer. Pa si prišel na parti, pa si svoj beamer, stale projektor prinesel, pa si pač, ne?
Yeah, this chain sometimes can be like a prison. It has a lot of constraints, and so that was also the reason to go to YouTube for me to search for people live without this prison, outside from the so-called art system. Yeah, and this is also not counted as art, and I was then thinking if I can see this here, and will it be full of YouTube videos somehow, but no, that's not the case.
Yeah.
We have a lot of...
do you know that now, I think 2014 smo, ne? 2014? Maybe I'm mistaken, but I would say that this is now exactly 100 years since Duchamp. Victor, am I right? Can you Google it, please? Da je prav, Google it, please. Da je prav 100 let, odkar je Duchamp razstavil svoj pisoar, svojo fontano v Parizu. Koliko? Se pravi, koliko nam manjka zdaj? 3 leta, dobro. Pri 100 letih, kaj pa to je, ne? Okay. So in 3 years, 17. That means that basically we are asking ourselves the very same questions. We are not referring with this exhibition to Duchamp, of course, but I guess it is somehow important that every time, once in a while, we ask this question. And then again, in this kind of context, like new media, whatever kind of media festival, se mi je zdelo pomembno, da ta vprašanja ponovno postavim.
Yeah, and also it's connected with this question, what kind of art nowadays is still possible. So we live in this really from media-dominated world, and then artists have also their answers on it, and the old answer was taking fabric or industrialized, produced goods and declare them to art, like the ready-made. And here we have also in ready-made, you have this piece from Dullaart, what is really trying hard to be not art as art, and not art. And at the same time,
njemu je ime Dullaart, on je Nizozemec, ampak mu je zares tako ime, to ni zdaj hec, no, ni umetniško ime. No. Dull pomeni po angliško kaj, dolgočasno, neumno, ne? Ja.
Because he's using these pre-configured systems of web block here in this case, and he had also a style name for it, defaultism. He called it.
defaultizem, ne, ali privzetost, se pravi nastavitve, ki so vnaprej privzete. Ko se prijaviš na Facebook, na Twitter, na nek blog, dobiš, ti že proizvajalec ponudi neke privzete nastavitve, eno fotko tako, kot je pač tukaj, se pravi nek profil, ali ime bloga je Blogname, ali pa v Facebooku, ne vem kako piše.
In Tumblr is a microblogging system, and so and normally in this structure you can see here behind me there is a blog name, then tumblr.com, and he named his blog Blogname.
Ali pa tudi na telefonu, mobilnem lahko, ko si že naredil vse personifikacijo telefona, pa si že vse nastavil, lahko greš zmeraj v meniju in se vrneš na privzete, ne, torej tovarniške, factory settings or default settings. Ne.
And this is one example. You could do, everyone could be an artist. Yeah, nowadays, so everyone is an artist, and then this is the easiest thing to participate in defaultism.
Yeah.
Set up a Facebook page and change nothing.
Vse veste, kaj bi danes rekel Andy Warhol. Ne? Danes bi Andy Warhol rekel, v prihodnosti bo vsak anonimen 5 minut ali 15, koliko je on že rekel minut, 15 ali
15
minutes. In the future everyone will be anonymous for 15 minutes. To bi danes rekel, ne? Najbrž. Ali 15, ali kako je že v originalu, ne vem, sem pozabil. 15 or 55 minutes or what. Okay. Dobro. Jutri se bo zgodil, and tomorrow is Sunday. And tomorrow we have this very special project that goes on air, Radio Robin, to je vaš lokalni radio, v času čestitk, tehle radijskih čestitk. Irena Pivka in Brane Zorman sta napisala radijsko čestitko, naredila tudi zvočni sound file in se bo ta čestitka namenjena vsem obiskovalcem Pixxelpointa, torej v publiki, umetnikom, vsem se bo odvrtela med temi nedeljskimi, pa eno župco zraven poješ, pa vse veste. Ok, Radio Cona, Irena Pivka, Brane Zorman. Then I wanted to say a few words about Kitty Taylor. Yeah. Kitty Taylor je umetnica iz Tasmanije. Tasmanija je ta otok, spada pod Avstralijo, ki to že vse veste, kjer najdem zdaj tole, help me please, find Kitty Taylor.
I had it, but the point is I couldn't see the video.
Yeah. Kitty Taylor made this video. I asked her, Kitty, please do send me something that is not art, do something like this. In Kitty je rekla, dobro, jaz se vozim na te, Tasmanija je velika, Avstralija pa še večja. Ne? Se pravi, vmes med razstavo se treba perati tja, pa leteti z letalom, pa se perati z avtom, ne vem kam vse. Pa moram veliko se skozi v nekem avtu. To je tisti čas, ko ne delam umetnosti. Ne? Ga bom pa posnela. Je res dala kamero na avto, tako kot imajo Rusi tele, ko se zaletavajo na cesti, pa imajo te za zavarovalnico. Je posnela en krasen video, tam na uni strani je in gre and then you can go through and see. Pravzaprav vidite nek umestni čas. Ne? You can see some free idle time when she's not doing art. And here maybe I tell the story of Kostya Mitenov. You know Kostya Mitenov, Peter? Kostya Mitenov from Moscow. Krasen umetnik, wonderful artist, he's doing really great stuff. And then I asked him also, Kostya, please give me something for the festival, do something, whatever, exhibition. And Kostya said, Igor, I'm sorry, I can't, because I'm an artist. I wake up in the morning and I do art. Right? So there's nothing non-artistic I can give to you. And now you can understand it as, you know, like, okay, come on, another artistic ego, you know, pumped up to 100%. Because in reality, come on, Costa, you can find something for sure that is not art, yeah, whatever. Ampak, po drugi strani, on the other side, I thought maybe, okay, maybe he's the only one who took my proposal, my wish, my invitation 100% serious. Ali veste tako, kaj je rekel, glej, ti hočeš od mene nekaj, kar jaz tebi ne morem dati. Ne? Mogoče so vsi drugi, maybe all the others were like, sure, no problem, come on, I can do something that is not art. Ne? And he said, no way, even if I try, I can't. Ne? Ok, to tako sem vmes hotel povedati. Ne? Gretta, maybe we say something about Gretta. Gretta is an Australian artist, but lives in München now. And Gretta did a very simple thing. She Skyped with people, and whenever someone had to leave, ko je moral en na WC skočiti ali pa kavo dol dati iz štedilnika, she took a screenshot. Ne? And then she is collecting these screenshots now for years. So she has a whole collection of these empty rooms, and then behind it's always some story. Sometimes it's a bedroom, sometimes a living room, kitchen, razmetano, pospravljeno, javni prostor, zasebni prostor, empty room, empty wall, garden, strange angles and so on. No? To se mi je zdelo tako.
Yeah, it's right. In this situation there's also an interesting phenomenon appearing that she did this in the same time. A lot of people deal with this, and this is also a phenomenon in art that shows more nowadays through the web. It is more obvious that we are all the same, and we are working on all the same questions, and we are facing the same questions. Because at the same time, I did the same thing. And also Eddie Wagenknecht from FedLab, and so that was somehow in the air, and you have often this phenomenon, and then it's always a question, who was first? But for me, that's not really important if it is function, and this is, I think, the role of art, that it helps you to find your own identity through doing it, and then to taking a communication with others, like Gretta did then with Igor, and maybe you can see him there or in an empty room from him in this context. Yeah.
Mogoče moramo še kaj reči o KarenEliot. KarenEliot is an open Facebook account. So, ko pridete na tale Facebook naslov, as a background picture you have the email address and the password to enter this Facebook account. Ta kompjuter je tam na unem belem, da smo ga vzeli, ker noben drug kompjuter ni hotel iti na internet, smo rekli, pač tega vzamemo, tako da imamo, ampak drugače tam. So basically you come to this account and you log in. And as you can maybe see or če malo pregledate, now the visitors of the festival were already changing a lot, changing photos, changing pictures and so on. So doing a lot of interventions. To pomeni pač, da se lahko zdaj vsak prijavi v ta account. Feel free to use my Facebook account.
But this is not defaulted.
No, ne, to ni privzetost.
This is interactive.
Kako pa se reče unemu, kako se pa ta beseda po slovensko reče?
This could be maybe
prevzetnost?
Facebook.
Kako je naslov tega romana? Kako? Prevzetnost, ne?
So, but I think that's a good session, no?
Ja, povejte, moramo še kaj povedati. You don't want to say anything more.
I think it was enough. I think I was
Ja.
not borrowing any.
Jaz bi še samo to rad povedal, ne? Robert Sakrovsky is a completely digital artist, and he's also curator, and he's curating digital things. So he was curating in Austria, in Linz, things. He was curating in Berlin, and at the moment he's a Transmediale curator. Transmediale is a festival in Berlin that takes place every year. And when I asked him, because he did a lot of digital art, he sent us this piece of wood, which is a completely analog piece. And is exhibited, je razstavljen tam v Art Open Space v Italiji, kjer so še druge stvari razstavljene. Lucille Halmen moramo omeniti tudi Francozinja, ne, Uber Morgan, to sem že rekel. Sorry, one other thing I wanted to say is to mention is Jelena Marković. Jelena Marković is an artist from Belgrade. Is Belgrade, is Serbia. Can you find Jelena Marković? Please. Jeleno sem si tako želel, da bi jo imeli na razstavi, da bi prišla sem tudi, pa ni šlo. Pa mi je zmeraj govorila, pa Igor, ne morem, nimam časa. Zelo, skratka, ne vem, kje je že razstavljen, potuje. In potem je tale njeno delo nastalo iz enega pogovora. Ona je rekla, nemam vremena. Pa sem rekel, dajem ti nekoliko sati još, 2, 3, najviše. Onda mi šalji, molim, nešto. Hoću da si ti tu. Na izložbi, u izložbi, kako se reče. Pa čez 3 ure mi spet pošlje sporočila, Igore, imam li još sad vremena? In sem rekel, nemaš više vremena. Ampak ker si jih ti dam še 10 minut. Pa smo dobili na koncu. Hočem reči, nekatera dela so nastajala skozi komunikacijo, nekatera so bila pa že Jan Robert, Nizozemska, the pioneer. This is his piece. Show the photo. The photo is original piece from 1999, Scrollbars. Scrollbars so ti, ko se lahko rolate po strani, gor pa dol. And this is the photo how it was originally exhibited. So this is a historic piece. In nismo probali rekonstrukcijo narediti. You can't imagine how he was so happy. He was jumping on Skype. Oh, thank you, Igor, kako to vidi, kako je to lepo zgleda. Tako prav emotional.
Yeah, because somehow it's the first. He did it as an online piece in 1997. So, and I think it was his first online piece as an artist. And then he made it up for the gallery. In this sense, so 5 years later.
Yeah.
In this sense, he is also the first post-internet artist. So he made his art then for the gallery.
Zdaj pa dela skulpture teh scrollbarov. Kako se to slovenščina reče? Drsnik. Zdaj pa dela skulpture teh drsnikov. Ne? Tako za 15 jurjev, en drsnik lahko kupiš. A če bomo kaj reči o Janša, ali to že poznate? Poznate Janše, ne več ali manj. Janše, evo, gledajte, kreditne kartice.
One moment here, so all we have to show. This is his old website and this is...
Leegte.org je njegov...
And here it's his old art piece, and that was a time where